Hello everyone, this is Dansparce and welcome to Let's Play Cities Skylines. um, this video is not really going to be a Let's Play, it's going to be more just a little tip that I've learned while playing. The city we're playing in is not the one that I started a Let's Play in. This is just sort of my test city where I'm learning how to do everything. And there is one very interesting little thing that I have learned that I'm going to share with you, and it's about when to use overpasses and when not to use overpasses or underpasses, whichever one. So I'm sure you know that, like, in real life, traditionally you have a highway that goes like this, right? And then you have like a street that goes like this, over it or under it, whatever the case, right? And then you have your off-ramps and your on-ramps and your off-ramps and your on-ramps, right? And you that's sort of the basic sort of setup, right? But while that works in real life, I've found this to not be a very efficient way if you want to have a way to cross the highway, but also ways to get people on and off. So if you want that, don't build an overpass. Instead, what you should do is you should do something like this. No single bridge. It's just a whole bunch of on-ramps and off-ramps that are coming off of a Y intersection little strip of highway, right? And the reason why you want this is, first off, it keeps the traffic flowing, because, if you use a street, let's say the max street is 60, the off-ramp is 80, so that keeps people going faster to get across, right? But also, if you build it correctly, you will not have anyone doing annoying U-turns, right? That is something I've noticed when I've tried to build these sorts of setups, where you will have people get off, or not U-turns, but it's like you have people get off, and then they turn left to keep going straight. But then what will happen is they will also turn left here to get across to the other side of the highway. You don't want that. And you can try to add like more on-ramps and off-ramps to try and change it, but it doesn't work as well, because there's always will be an intersection, right? So traffic will be blocked up, and even if you do a bridge that's two highways, that's a lot of, I don't know, I haven't tried it with bridges that are like two highways instead, like having bridges that are like this or whatever, except raised. But I say don't bother, right? Don't bother. Do it this way. Just do a bunch of on-ramps and off-ramps, and let me go over how it works. So, like, what you do is you have whatever street you have, right, for your traffic flow. This one here happens to be a 4-lane, but you can do it with 6 lanes also. There's a fire. Anyway, so they go and they hit this Y, and this Y is made up of highways. So you have the one-way highway going this way and the one-way highway coming in. And this does not create an intersection, so the traffic just keeps flowing. Actually, maybe I can show it better on this side. Yeah, I can show it better on this side. And see, on this one we have the 6-lane. And there's a little bit of a traffic bottleneck here because, you always will get some sort of traffic bottleneck. Because I don't... There's a reason why there's a traffic bottleneck. It's because I have an industry area over here and no real efficient way to get them out onto the highway any other way. But anyway, this little intersection is not the problem. Here we go. So you go on here, so it splits here, and then it splits again. And it splits into, in total, 3 parts. So you have one way that takes you across if you want to get across. You have another way that takes you onto the highway going one direction, and then you have another off-ramp or on-ramp that takes you to the other side. Okay, and this is very important because you will often have people entering your city who then want to make essentially a U-turn and then go to the other side of the highway, right? So like you'll have people, let's say, exit here and then they'll come across and they'll make a U-turn and go to the other side. And you don't want that. You don't want people making U-turns. You want to keep the flow going in the same direction. So essentially, all the people on the right side of the road are sticking to the right side of the road. There's no turning left. They're only turning right, if you want to count this as turning at all. And so that's the same way on this side. And then for the on-ramps, what you do is, let me see if I can find a good spot. Okay, I think this one's okay. So the on-ramp also is divided into threes, and essentially you have the on-ramp which goes to this side of the highway. You have the on-ramp which goes to the other side of the highway. And then you have the on-ramp that acts as a switchback that, allows people to U-turn if they want to get to the other side of the highway. If they want to go to the opposite direction, which some do, and they will. And these are very important because you don't want people making left turns at all when they're crossing the road. So yeah, these are definitely not very space efficient. A bridge is very efficient. It's just a bridge, but the traffic flow, the problems that a bridge can cause are just too great. And so I've decided to just stop building bridges and on-ramps and off-ramps at the same place. I'm only building these things, and so far it's working great. I have one here, and this little joy. Not only does it take traffic and put traffic on to the highway, it also takes it off this other highway that I built, which also has its own little crazy setup of on-ramps and off-ramps. And this one I'm actually really sort of proud of, because while yes, it's a little bit slow here, what I've done is I added a dedicated off-ramp that goes straight to this traffic circle where I have access to my cargo train. So if there's anyone on the highway who wants to get to the cargo train, they just bypass this intersection altogether. And it's worked pretty well. I do have traffic build up here, but the actual on-ramps and off-ramps are working perfectly well. And they work really well here too. To get some to fit, I had to do this really crazy really crazy sort of curly Q thing here. But they work wonders. This is not so wonderful, but for the most part, these things work really great. Uh-oh. This is not good. This I'll need to fix later. But yeah. It's been working pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this discovery, and I hope like I said, it's not perfect. I still have some traffic things to work out. But for the most part, it does keep traffic flowing really, really well. So, so yeah, that's my little tip to you. If you want bridges, have them only be bridges to get across. And if you want to get onto the freeway, do a mess like this. So yeah, hope this helps you out, or at least gives you some ideas, because these crazy little tendrils definitely do make the city a little bit more interesting. Like, look at this. From above, you have a little tendril thing here, a crazy tendril thing here. It gives the city, like, especially since I've been doing a lot of, like, boxy sort of blocks and things, having these highway tendrils be all, like, crazy definitely helps break up the blocky nature of trying to make things as efficient as possible. So yeah, until next time, folks, this has been Dansparce. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of these little things, and if you have discovered this on your own also. I would just like to say, if I am not taking credit for learning about this, they're very well, there's been 2 weeks of people playing this game before I was able to, so there might be someone out there who learned to do this also. However, I haven't seen it. So that's why I'm feeling happy and I'm sharing it to you, because it's something that I discovered on my own, but I'm not claiming to be the first. Okay, so yeah, tell me what you think of these things. Let me know how you solve your little on-ramp, off-ramp, crossing the highway traffic problems. And until next time, bye!